Proportional relationships. A proportional relationship is a relationship between inputs and outputs in which the ratio of inputs and outputs is always the same. All right, you remember what inputs and outputs were. Input is what you put into the function rule, and the output is the result or the answer. So whenever the ratio between the inputs and the outputs is always the same, then you've got a proportional relationship. Now let's look at see what this means to us, okay? Let's determine if this relationship is proportional. Time is the input, distance is the output. So let's see if the relationship is proportional. This is what you do. You come over, let me get a marker. Let's use blue this time. All right, so we've got 50 divided by 1 gives us 50. We've got 100 divided by 2 gives us 50. So it's proportional so far. We've got 150 divided by 3, and that gives us 50. And then we've got 240 divided by 4, which gives us 60. So we've got 50, 50, 50, and 60. These are not proportional. It has to be the same all the time for it to be proportional. Just one time being different makes it not proportional. All right, let's look at this one. Determine if this relationship is proportional. We've got $3 for 2 pounds. So we go 3 divided by 2 equals $1.50 per pound. We've got $6 divided by 2. $6 divided by 4 gives us $1.50 per pound. And then we've got $9 divided by 6, and that gives us $1.50 per pound. So this one is proportional, okay, because it's 150, 150, and 150. The ratio is the same each time. Okay, the ordered pairs 2, 4, and 5x are the part of the same proportional relationship. Find the value of x. All right, that's what this means is, remember, the first number is the input, the second number is the output. So we've got 2 is our input, 4 is our output, 5 is our input, x is our output. So we look at this. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So what divided by 5 will give us 2? Well, it'd be 10. 10 divided by 5 gives us 2. So the answer is 10, because 10 divided by 5 is 2. That means that these are the same, which gives us the same proportional relationship. So 5, 10 would be the answer. A baker sells 3 rolls for $5 and 6 rolls for $8. Is this relationship between selling 3 rolls and 6 rolls proportional? Well, we've got 3 rolls for $5 and 6 rolls for $8. And we come over here and we go 5 divided by 3, and that gives us, well, it just gives us 5 divided by 3. And then we go 8 divided by 6, and we have to reduce that because both of them are divisible by 2. So that gives us 4 divided by 3. And 4 divided by 3, or 4/3, is not the same as 5/3, so this is not proportional. Okay? Determine if these relationships are proportional. Okay? So we come over here and we go -10 divided by -2, and that gives us 5. -20 divided by -4 gives us 5. 30 divided by 6 gives us 5. And 40 divided by 8 gives us 5. So yes, that one is proportional. Now you take the time to do the next 3. Pause the video and get back to me when you're finished. Okay, so we've got 40 divided by 30. That would be 40 divided by 30, which is equal to 4 over 3 because we just get rid of those zeros, okay? Then we've got 60 divided by 45, and you can reduce that. Both of them are divisible by 5, so that gives you 12 divided by 9. And both these numbers are divisible by 3, so that gives us 4 divided by 3. So these first two are proportional. And then we've got 90 over 60. Both those are divisible by 10, so that's 9 over 6. And both those are divisible by 3, which gives us 3 over 2. So that means that that one is not proportional because 4 over 3 and 3 over 2 are not the same, so not proportional. Then we come over here, 6 divided by negative 12. 6 over 12 gives us negative 1/2. 7 over negative 14 gives us negative 1/2. 8 over negative 18 gives us 4 over negative 9. And we can't reduce it anymore. So this one is not proportional because 1/2 and 4/9 are not the same thing. So we've got 50 divided by 50 divided by 150, and that gives us 1/3. 90 over 270, that gives us 1/3. 120 divided by 360 gives us 1/3. And 200 divided by 600 gives us 1/3. So that one is proportional. Jenna earns $12 per hour making bracelets. She uses the function E equals 12H to track her earnings. E represents her earnings and H represents the number of hours that she works. Make an input-output table and then graph the results. Okay, and tell me if it has a proportional relationship. We've got E equals 12H. E equals 12H. And here we've got H is 1. So 12 times 1 will give us 12. E equals 12H when H is 2. That will be 12 times 2 gives us 24. 3 times 12 gives us 36. And 4 times 12 gives us 48. So that's our input-output table. Now we come over here and we want to graph it. So let's do this. We'll put 0 here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We don't have enough room over here for 48 lines, so we'll let each one of them equal 6. So this will be 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, and 48 is our last one, so we can do that. So we come up and we go H is 1, or E is 12. So we go 1, 12. And we go 2, 6, 12, 18, 24. We go 3 and 36. So if this is 24, this will be 30, 36. And this one is 4, and it'll be 48. So this is 36, 42, 48. Graph the results means that we connect the dots as best as we can. If I had a rule, you know what? I do have a ruler. Hang on just a second. Let me go back and fix that. So I can come over here and grab this line and come right here and draw a straight line. Okay, now, does the function have a proportional relationship? Come over here. 12 divided by 1 is 12. Oops. 12 divided by 1 is 12. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 36 divided by 3 is 12. And 48 divided by 4 is 12. So it is proportional. Now, what do you also notice about this line over here? What kind of graph would this be called? Would it be called a linear or a nonlinear graph? Right, it's called a linear graph because this is a straight line. So what can you come up with? What assumption can you come up with based on the facts about proportional relationships and linear and nonlinear graphs? Right, if it is a proportional relationship, then it will have a linear graph, okay? And if it's a linear graph, then it's a proportional relationship. Graph at the right shows the relationship between time and snowfall for a December blizzard. Based on the graph, estimate how long it will take for the amount of snow to total 18 inches. Well, see, our graph only goes to 6 inches right here, okay? And we want to know how long it's going to take for it to get to 18. Well, what you do is you come over here and you check. At 1, it's at 1.5. At 2, it's at 3. At 3, it's at 4.5. And at 4, it's at 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we check. 1.5 divided by 1 is 1.5. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. 4.5 divided by 3 is 1.5. And 6 divided by 4 is 1.5. So it's changing 1.5 per hour. So we wanted to find out how much it will be to get to 18 inches. So we go 18 inches divided by 1.5 and we get 12. So it will take 12 hours to get to 18 inches. And see how we use the graph to find that information?